Thank you. So I have got notes as well, and so mine is probably slightly an age thing as well, also very fluey, so I thought this would keep me on task. So, but thank you very much for the introduction. So my name is Annamieke, and I'm delighted to be the first up today to present to you about our journey with PhysiGo and my time through the SunRamp program. Before I get to my slides, however, I want to explain about our core business essentially, but I wanted to explain my role in PhysiGo. So officially, I'm the managing director now of the AI tech company, which uses mini sensors to understand human movement to deliver fabulous insights. But unofficially, I'm actually the dream ambassador for PhysiGo. So what is a dream ambassador, I hear you might be asking, and I haven't had enough wines yet. It is a rigid age thing. A dream ambassador is the person who takes a cherished aspiration, ambition, or ideal and turns it into reality. A person who articulates the dream and finds the pathways to make it tangible. A person who faces the challenges, hurdles and barriers and finds a way to keep the dream alive. This is my role in PhysiGo. So every person presenting today is a dream ambassador for their businesses, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy listening to their journey as much as I have through the SunRamp program. So, onto the PhysiGo's dream journey. PhysiGo was born for the dream of using technology to actually make a difference in people's lives. What could we actually do that would make a difference? What did the world actually need? We came up with some wonderful ideas and jumped headfirst into doing our business. And after a few detours, because obviously, as we all know, nothing ever goes to plan in this type of business, we developed two core products, being the Running Pod Pro and our cranial analysis platform. I'm going to start talking about our Running Pod Pro. So the RPP was developed in conjunction with British Athletics to collect and interpret the movement of runners and to provide insights on performance and running form. Our pods, which are worn on each ankle, transmit information at 500 times a second and provide lab quality insights for runners in any situation. So all of a sudden, we're able to provide information to people that they never would have had accessible previously unless they were sort of in the Olympics. We thought, how bloody brilliant. We were set to launch earlier this year, and then unfortunately COVID happened, and also the global chip shortage, which some of you may be aware of. So this was massive hurdle number one. I call it number one. It was probably hurdle number 100, but anyway, we sort of lost count. So we've had to temporarily shelve this particular product, but we're waiting for the world to be put right so we can get some more chips, and then watch this space. We're going to take off quite largely with this particular product. So we thought, where to next? What does the world actually need? It wasn't long before we had a brainwave. How about we use our technology to make playing sport safer? Now, you don't need to be living under a rock to have understand and heard about the challenges facing contact sports globally around concussion and the effects of repeated head knocks on the human brain. Not a week goes by that we don't hear about ex-footballers now having to manage quite significant injuries and life-changing conditions as a result of playing sport. Many sports are now seeing a decline in numbers as parents direct their children to participate in less rigorous activities, like chess and that type of thing. So we thought to ourselves, what if we could make playing sports safer and deliver peace of mind? So as Dream Ambassador, I knew we could do something. I knew we could deliver peace of mind to parents. So what if we could record how many times a kid actually got hit on the head? How about if we could understand how hard they were hit and where actually on their head that these impacts were happening? We could understand how the head moves when it got hit, and a lot of our research is pointing that the rotation of a head during an impact actually causes your brain to twist within the skull, and it can tear your axons, and is one of the main causes of traumatic brain injuries. What if we could get all this information and send it to a parent in an app in real time? Wouldn't that provide them peace of mind? What if we could slowly understand how much force is too much force for players and provide quantitative data to make informed decisions for the future? Wouldn't that help sports? What if we could provide real-time insights for coaches and medical staff on what actually happened to the players during their game and enable them to make meaningful insights? I think that's pretty powerful. And there, my friends, was the birth of our CAP, or the Cranial Analysis Platform. So we've spent the last 12 months on our CAP journey, where we've been researching what's needed, building helmet after helmet, and we have one actually up the back there. It's one of our prototypes that's been in use. We've been speaking to lots of sporting greats, we've been speaking to coaches, players and parents, and trying to really nail down what it will actually take to make the product that is going to revolutionise contact sports globally over the next few years. We've been trialling our CAP with ex-Wallabies player Garrick Morgan. He's actually the head coach up at Downlands College in Toowoomba. And the trial has been extremely successful. We've been able to prove that our technology can deliver critical insights in real time. And what you're seeing here on the slide is actually data coming through in a game. So you can actually see, oh, jeeps, I forgot about that. I won't move too far. The top one is actually impacts, so actual G-force readings. And the bottom is the rotation. So this is the sort of stuff that we're collecting at the moment and I'm seeing as part of the trial. So, did I break it? I was attached to something. Okay, so now to the fun stuff. We want to make the difference, right? But we can only do this if we can actually get our product out to market. So we know what we're good at. We're good at creating innovative solutions that utilise AI. But one thing we're not really good at is manufacturing. We know to get that out to our product, we know to get our product out to people, we need to first some partners to support us. Firstly, a dream milestone was to partner with a reputable university that could validate that our product does what we say it does. We're excited to announce that from early October, we're commencing works with Loughborough University in the UK, which has been ranked #1 in the world as a sporting university. They basically will do a series of tests with our CAP and validate essentially that we are getting the data and we are seeing what we expect to be seeing. They've also requested that they actually use our product as part of a master's research project for some of their students, which we're quite honoured about. They're extremely excited to work with us and see the unlimited potential our product will bring to researchers in the concussion space. Our second and biggest challenge was how to manufacture our technology into existing helmets and sell through trusted brands to a global market. I'm also excited to let you know today that we are currently now in discussions with two of the largest rugby sporting manufacturers in the world, we're not allowed to say names just yet, who are competing to partner with us to release our technology in their products. We don't want to go to market and create headgear. We want to sell our technology to those big market players and use established channels. So to say we're over the moon is an understatement. We've basically got the biggest guys now trying to fight over our tech. So we're quite excited. So what does this mean for us? So once negotiations are finalised, we'll be working closely with our new partner to finalise designs, etc., and they would like to plan to release by Christmas 2022. So manufacturing and sales will be the responsibility of our new partner, and obviously we will be responsible for all the software, app and that type of thing. But we do expect significant take-up globally for this. So talking about the global opportunity for PhysiGo is enormous, with many markets ripe for the taking. Initially, we're focusing on the Rugby Union market, where there's currently, it's probably in excess now of over 4.5 million rugby players globally that are registered. We then are going to move on to AFL, and obviously the big one is NFL. So Ron has been a huge help in helping and recommending PhysiGo to the Comcast Accelerator program that's based in the US, which helps companies like myself, startup like ours, to be globally ready for launch. The program is sponsored by companies including NBC Sports, Sky Sports and NASCAR, and opens up many doors to the sports framework within the USA. I've made it to an interview stage, which I'm super excited about, and I'm just hoping they're looking for some crazy Aussie chick to join the program. Fingers crossed. So where to from here? So our dreams are large and our work ahead of us is huge. So I've said here, global domination takes effort, which I'm sure most of you realise. So what are we looking for? So essentially we expect to receive funding from the partnership agreements and negotiations that we're currently doing, but we will be looking for angel investment shortly as we try to look for resource acquisition over the next 3 to 4 months to grow the business. And as every startup business, it's about networking. It's, you know, sports science area, athletes, the movers and shakers and dream makers, as I like to say. So my role as the Dream Ambassador is moving along well, and I have a lot of people to thank for it. I do need to say a huge thanks to the guys, the SunRamp team, for picking PhysiGo and for allowing me on this SunRamp journey. I've met some wonderful people from my mentors, Kat, Sam, and experts in the legal, marketing, financial and global spaces. You've all brought a great deal of insight, support and encouragement to me on this journey, and for that I'm forever grateful. So thanks very much.